Morning folks, Rob here. So problem we've been trying to solve for next year, we're trying to grow the cow herd a little bit, but really we're up against the limit of what we can support with our own pasture. So we've been trying to obtain the rights to some rental ground around us. We have some out-of-state landowners that we've been pursuing some leases with them. And but the big choke point with that is water. Some of these fields, we have a lot of small kind of hilly fields around here. They're cut off from infrastructure, so there's pasture there but not water on it. And so our big challenge is how we can fence it, we could put a solar charger on it, but how are we going to get water to these pastures even if we do get rights to them? Well, a solution may have presented itself this week. I found a pretty good deal on it's an old crop sprayer set up on a truck platform. It's from 1980s vintage that has big flotation tires, big ag tires on it that I think really would work well for us. It's got about a 1,500 gallon tank on it. If I can convert it into a water truck, it would work pretty well for us for hauling water around, but it's enough capacity that it wouldn't have to do it every day. You know, it could probably last almost a week. So that could be a really good answer for us. The problem is it's out in Ohio. It's almost 500 miles from here, and it would be an oversized load. So my problem is now, how do I get it back here? Hey guys, I'm up here in the machine shed doing a little bit of work, and thought I'd give you a quick update on what's going on with this truck I found out in Ohio I want to get. So it's been probably about a week or so since I've been working this, probably more than that. And last I mentioned is I had to figure out how to get this thing back from Ohio. And what we're finding out is everything's falling through. So Pennsylvania is usually pretty easy to work with in terms of farmers hauling farm equipment. They give a lot of leeway for oversized loads and those type of things. Ohio, not so much. So basically what we got down to is able to get an oversized load permit from Pennsylvania. The folks down there really worked with me, helped me out. Ohio wouldn't play ball. So there wasn't much chance of me being able to go out to the middle of Ohio to get this truck. So I talked to the seller, and he's agreed to bring the truck to the Ohio border. So he's going to bring it out. We're going to meet him at the border. My dad and I are heading out tomorrow with the truck and see if we can get this thing back. So the weather looks pretty decent. I think we'll be okay. So pretty excited about this. Hopefully this thing's coming together, and we'll be able to make this thing work. I think it could really work well for us if we can make this happen. So it's been a long week, 2 weeks almost, trying to figure this out and figure out a way to get it back. But I think we got it sorted out. So hopefully we're heading out first thing in the morning. So stay tuned, see what happens. The boys actually beat us up this morning. What are you guys up so early for?
We're going to get a truck in Ohio.
What for?
To haul water.
Nice. What's so special about this truck?
Yeah, it's big and it has big tractor wheels.
Nice. What do you think, Judah? How'd you get up so early? Matthew woke you up?
Yeah, I heard the alarm clock and like, Judah, wake up. And he took his pillow right over. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
To be continued. Going alright back there, boys? Oh, Judah's still awake too. Well, sun's just coming up. We're about 30-40 minutes down the road, heading for the Ohio border. And Grandpa and the boys in the back. It'll be a long day, but hopefully it should be productive. Got about 90 minutes still to go to the border, where we're going to meet this guy right at the Ohio border. So a little bit further to go. Stretch the legs. Well, there it is, boys and girls. There she is. What do you boys think?
She's awesome.
I think it'll do the job. And of course, always something. Went to load it up, thing stalled, ran out of fuel, so I gotta go get another can. All Alright, we're loaded, got everything on, gotta run it again, a few minor things to do. We're about to head for home. Back to PA. Classic listening material for our road trip. Decided to make the boys burn off a little energy. We just took another bathroom break. Keep going! One more! I am now in a different truck by myself. Evening had a little bit of an unexpected end to it. We made it safely all the way back from Ohio, and in the last half a mile had an accident. So we were coming up this hill right out here, I'll show you in a second, less than half a mile from the house, last hill up to the house, and hit a section of ice that was across the road. Water had run across the road and frozen. We were pulling up the hill, got in the middle of it, truck started spinning all of ours, and we started sliding back. And my dad, to his great credit, kept her straight, kept the truck from getting too sideways, and was able to keep it and kind of put the truck in the ditch so that we got it stopped. We were out across the road, and I thought we were for sure gonna roll the spray truck off the back of the trailer, but we were able to get it straightened out. So we just got ourselves completely unstuck. We got the truck unloaded down at the bottom of the hill, and I came back up here because I lost my phone in the process, and praise the Lord, I found it, and I'm able to then record this for posterity. So anyway, it's been an interesting end to the day. Fortunately, everyone was safe. It was a little hairy there for a second, but no serious damage to the truck or trailer, unbelievably, and nobody was hurt. So all's well that ends well. It's almost 10:30. It's a little, we thought we'd be home by 7:30, so never anything goes quite as you plan. But hey, everybody's home, everybody's safe. Well, I got to make the half a mile up the hill, but I think we'll be okay. So this is where we had our accident last night. You can see the ice up there. That's about where we made it with the truck, and then we started sliding backwards down here. The front of the truck went off the ditch on that side, and the trailer swung in here, took out this poor guy's mailbox. Kind of ended right about in here on this patch of grass. So well done to my dad for sure. Would have been a lot worse if we slid further down into that ditch, and I was afraid we were going to lose the truck completely. But yeah, just one patch of ice right there, water running across the road, and froze. Made for a pretty bad deal. We came on unexpectedly. Well, here it is, ladies and gents. It's our new toy. Never thought we'd have occasion to buy our very own monster truck, but kind of excited about it. So this started life, or I guess still is, an old spray rig. So this has 30-foot booms on it and was designed for spraying crops. Got a 1,500-gallon tank, and what I'm really excited about, these great big flotation tires. So the method to the madness, we're not too fond of crop spraying in these parts, but I got a really good price on this, and I saw some potential here for this as a pasture provision center, I guess if you want to call it that. So primarily a water truck, and I'm going to turn this into a mobile prairie or pasture rig. So I'm going to pull all this spray equipment off. I think we're going to put mineral feeders in here on the sides on these little saddlebag brackets. I'm going to see if I can get these booms working. They're not working at the moment, but they're all hydraulic. Rig up a shade assembly to this that'll fold up, and of course a mobile water tank. And so this will be our one-stop shop to tend the cattle out in the field or any of the grazing animals. And the beauty of this is this will go anywhere our tractors will go, probably even more so. And because it has such good flotation, it's not going to cause a lot of compaction. and it shouldn't be tearing up our fields. So I'm really excited about this. Always need a good excuse to buy our monster truck. I recommend them. So stay tuned as we kind of work with this and see what we can do with it.